Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be something that everybody is talking about. It's going to be about the Too Faced Sweet Peach collection. So I have with me the Peach Glow palette and the Peach Eyeshadow palette, which I'm sure everybody has already seen. This is what it looks like if you haven't. And then the Glow palette here. I'm just gonna give you guys like my thoughts and opinion on these products, and then as you can see I have on my foundation, concealer, brows, and then I actually have a liquid highlighter or a cream highlighter on. I am gonna do a demo with this guy, but I am not going to be using the highlighter because the highlighter doesn't work for my skin, and I'll get into that in a minute. Well, first of all, the packaging is super cute. I feel like Too Faced does a really good job with their packaging. That's kind of like what sucked me into Too Faced in the beginning. Too Faced is probably my favorite high-end brand, or at least one of my favorites. I feel like their eyeshadow palettes are so good. Their products just don't disappoint me. My all-time favorite eyeshadow palette is the Chocolate Bar palette, the original Chocolate Bar palette. The formula is amazing. The colors are good. It's just so good. And I feel like the formula in here is pretty much the same. I mean, I just feel like Too Faced kills it with their eyeshadows, and yes, it does smell like peaches. So like I said, the formula of these is really good, typical Too Faced formulation. The pigmentation is really good. Even the black shade is really good. I mean, come on, look at that. I heard people saying that they didn't really like the Sweet Peach palette, and I don't know how anybody could not like this. I mean, I guess if it's not your thing, like the colors are just like to you, then you know, whatever. But some people were saying that the formula was bad. Mine is great. I don't know, maybe there was like some bad ones in the batch, who knows. All I know is the formula of mine is amazing. So I'm not going to do swatches of the whole palette. I'm just going to tell you guys it's good, it blends well, pigmentation is good, and I'll show you guys like a quick little demo of me putting this on my eyes. And yeah, that's about it to say about this guy. Now, this is the one that I really want to talk about, the Glow palette. I thought that the colors in here were so nice. And yes, this smells like peaches too. Again, packaging, super cute. So the formula of these is a little strange. I mean, it's not strange, but it's like, I don't know, it's kind of one of those like hard formulas. I don't want to say hard, but it's like, it almost feels like one of those formulas where you have to kind of like get that top layer off for it to be like nice and creamy, but I haven't gotten there yet. So I don't know about that. Anyways, now that I just swatched the bronzer though, I'll show you guys. So that's the bronzer. It's a pretty nice shade, but as you can see, it's very light. Even if I like build it up, it's still really light. See? And then same thing for the blush. It's that like hard sort of formula. I don't know what you would call this. I wish I could like think of a name for it, but I can't even like think of another product to compare this to, really. But so here's the blush. Really pretty. And again, same thing. You have to build the color up, but even if you do, it's pretty light. I guess this would work on like maybe medium skin tone, but anything past that, it won't show up on your skin. And same thing for this. Even if you had like a tan or something, I just don't think that this would work for somebody that has a tan. And then as for the highlighter, there's the highlighter. Sorry, I'm so pale. I feel like every time I try to swatch stuff like this, you can't see it on me because I'm so pale. But believe it or not, this shade doesn't work for me. The highlighter, it's too dark. When I put the blush and bronzer and then the highlighter on, it's too dark for me. I just can't wear it. It comes off very peach on my face, and for me personally, I like a lighter highlight because I am so fair. So that's what kind of confuses me about this palette. The bronzer and the blush, they're only going to work for somebody with my skin type, maybe somebody who's a little bit darker than me. But then the highlighter doesn't really work for somebody with my skin type. And I feel like that kind of happens a lot with palettes like these. It's like two of the products work and then the other one doesn't, and it just doesn't really make any sense to me. So yeah, if anything, I feel like they should have done one more for lighter skin and then one definitely for darker skin, because seriously, this is not going to work for somebody with a deep skin tone or even just a tan. It's just not going to show up on them. So that kind of sucks. I mean, for me, I like the palette. Like I said, I really won't be getting much use out of the highlighter unless I got a tan. But the blush and bronzer are really nice. So it's kind of like a hit and miss with this palette, because you're either going to be able to use the highlighter and then not use these, or you're going to be able to use these and not the highlighter. So it just doesn't really make sense to me. I do like it. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to continue to use it, but I just think it's a little disappointing that, you know, the three shades don't really go together, if that makes sense. But other than that, they blend out really nice. The bronzer's not patchy. The blush isn't patchy. None of it's patchy. The formula is good. It wears nicely. So that's good. I just have an issue with the colors going together. If anything, I wish that these were like a little bit more pigmented, but again, that has to do with like the formula, I think, and the texture of it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just show you guys a little demo of me using the two palettes, and then we'll be back. Just so you guys know, I already primed my eyes, and then I have concealer and my translucent powder on top. And now we're going to go ahead and dip into the eyeshadow palettes. And I'm going to start off with this shade here, the shade Georgia. It's a really pretty light peach, but it has like a mauve-y undertone to it. It's really pretty. And I don't know how well this shade is going to show up on camera, but it's so effortless to blend these out. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see it. So you can see it just blends so nicely. Like you don't have to put much effort into it, which is what I love so much about the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. Their eyeshadows are just really good. I switched brushes, and now I'm going to take Puree, this shade here, and I'm going to just stick this in the crease as well, blending it in with the shade Georgia. Oh my god, it's pouring outside. If you're someone who lives like up north or wherever you are, and you think it's like so fabulous to live in Florida, girl, no. In my personal opinion, Florida sucks. I hate it here. The weather sucks. I don't know why. Like, people come here thinking that they're gonna have this like beautiful vacation on the beach, and then it rains half the time. It doesn't stop raining here, honestly, you guys. And if it's not raining, it's disgustingly hot out. Oh, wait, I should take that back, because when it rains, it is, ugh, so gross outside. So now I'm going to take a smaller brush, and I'm going to take this shade here, Charmed, I'm Sure. And I'm going to pack this more like on the outer corner of the eye. Pretty much just keeping this like on that outer V. Can you guys hear it raining? Oh my god. I really hope it stops raining because I got shit to do, people. I need to go grocery shopping. I need to go to the bank. I gotta return something to the store. I don't have time for this. And now I'm going to take this shade here. This is the shade Bellini. This is a really pretty shade. It's kind of almost like a duochrome sort of shade. Do you see? It's like a really pretty peachy pink with gold reflex in it. And I'm obviously just using my finger for this. Now I'm going to go back to the shade Puree, and I'm just going to put a little bit of that on my lower lash line. I'm going to pop on my mascara, and I'll be right back. Okay, now that I have my mascara on, I'm going to go ahead and finish up my face with the Glow palette. I'm going to take my Morphe fan brush. This is the E33, and I'm going to use this to bronze up my face. And now I'm going to go ahead and take my other Morphe brush. This is just an angled brush that I got in the vegan set. And I'm going to go ahead and take the blush. So there it is, you guys. That is the bronzer and the blush. I love the blush. I think it's so pretty. It's like the perfect peach shade. It's got a really nice like sheen to it. It just gives your face like this healthy glow. So I really like the blush. I don't know if you guys could tell, the blush had a little bit more pigmentation than the bronzer, and the bronzer is really light, like I said in the beginning. Well, overall, I think the palette is good quality. Like I said, my only problem is the 3 shades put together. So it's up to you guys whether you want to buy this or not. I can't say, you know, yes, you have to have this, because it might not work for your skin that well, so you kind of have to decide that for yourself. But as for the eyeshadow palette, if you like the colors, I say go for it. It's such good quality, and it's just so good. Too Faced never disappoints me, never. So anyways, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you did. Comment down below and let me know your thoughts on these products, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.